Hi everyone, this is Griffin from Mr. Tuck Guy, and today I'm going to show you how to do a simple background like this for your computer's desktop. Before you go into Photoshop, which is what you're going to be using to make this background, you want to go into your internet browser, or Safari in my case, and go to a website called DaFont. It's spelled DAFONT.com. And it's this red and white page with a lot of different fonts on it. Then you want to search a font called Big Fat Ugly Cow. I know it's a weird name, but I think it's cool. And you'll see this font, and that's the font I used here, as you can see. Now this, you'll hit download, and depending on if you have a Mac or PC, it will download for you. And it can work on both. That's why I like this a lot. Then you want to open your Finder window and go into your fonts folder. Now, finding the fonts folder can be kind of hard because once you search it, there'll be tons of different kinds of folders. If you have Adobe applications, there'll be even more. The way to find it is to just look at all of them and find, like mine is the top one, find the one with the most fonts in it. And you can see what I did was I took the font, see the Big Fat Ugly Cow, and I dragged it in once it downloaded because the Big Fat Ugly Cow opened up as a folder and it had this in it, and you just drag it in and then you have the font. So X out of that and go into Photoshop. Now I use Cs4. I think you can do this on earlier ones too. It's really not too complicated. It's just using effects and a font and some random lines like that. What you want to do is open a new document, and I think I'm gonna do like maybe let's see, like a 1,900, no, maybe a 2,000 by maybe like a 1,500. Yeah, that looks about good. So then I'm going to go into screen mode and make it full screen. Now, first thing you want to do is choose your background color. I think I'm just going to stick with gray. Just a dark gray color, and you just fill that in, and then click on new layer and take out your type tool and go to your Big Fat Ugly Cow font. See, I already have it loaded, and type in what you want. I'm gonna do, I'll do the same Mr. Tuck Guy, and then you can make it whatever color you want. I'll just do orange, like my background. That looks about good. Drag that out. Make it bigger, of course. Let's see, like about that. Then click on like a brush tool or something and say, first apply the transformation, then click and it'll say you have to rasterize it. And do that. And I don't really need to use a brush tool. I just use that to rasterize it instead of going all the way up to, like image and then, or text and blah, blah, blah. I just think it's easier just to click on like a brush tool or something. Then go to your Mr. Tuck Guy layer or your text layer and hit stroke down at the bottom and make the size fairly large, like that. And opacity, keep opacity at 100. You can do whatever color you want. I prefer black because I think orange and black looks pretty cool. Then go back down to layer 1, click new layer so that'll show up under the Mr. Tuck Guy, and go into the rectangular marquee tool that can also be used selecting M and drag out a rectangle going from the top to the bottom. Now I'm going to fill this in with black so it will look like that is what's holding this back part up. And then select, deselect. After that, you can move it, wherever you want. I'm going to do I think I'll start it maybe from this side this time. And stretch it out like you'd as you'd like. I'll do it like so it's as big as the Y. How about? And once that's done, all you need to do is just keep doing basically what you're doing. Create some more lines. So if you need a second word, do a second word. I won't do a second word right now though. And now once you've got all the lines you want created, I'll do another one, maybe going from the bottom to the side. Fill that in with black. Select, deselect. And once you've got that all done, you can make it as fancy as you'd like. I'm just going to do this kind of quick. You then want to go into Effects, Drop Shadow, and make the size fairly large. And make the distance at 0 so it's even. So it just kind of looks like a outer layer. I'm going to put noise at 0 because I like it nice and smooth. And then spread, you can bump up the spread a little if you'd like. I like that. That looks pretty cool. Then go up to your Mr. Tuck Guy layer and do the same. Just drop shadow, distance at 0, size pretty high, and then spread large as well. And that's about it. Once you're done with that, you can just file, save as. If you think you might change it up later, you can save it as a Photoshop and then save a copy as a JPEG. But I'll just save it as a JPEG and do maximum file quality. And that's about it. Then you can go and open up your desktop and screensaver in System Preferences and put that in. And that's about it. See you guys later.